Hello YouTube, welcome to Game Day Central. I'm August Ocean and I'm here with my co-host Genesis. Welcome, Broski. Today, Bayern Munich breezed through 3-1 against Chelsea at the Allianz Arena. That was a very exciting match of football to watch. Very beautiful football played by Bayern Munich. What a game.
What a game. Bayern Munich, they dominated this game. They didn't give Chelsea a sniff, even though Chelsea got a goal at least for their efforts, but the whole game was Bayern Munich throughout. They showed total domination, total control, and Michael Olise was super magnificent.
What like cause that game just opened my eyes because a lot of people have been sleeping on this Bayern team, right? What Vincent Company has done to this team is something that is just quite commendable because the way they move the ball, the fluidity, like nobody felt the pressure of the press, right? They easily beat Chelsea's press every single time. If it's Kane jumping, I'll get to that, right? But in all, they moved the ball from side to side very beautifully. They had a plan, and not to talk of each individual performances. Now, for individual performances, like I said, Mikel Olise will be arguably, even for Hurricanes goals and stuff, was arguably could be the man of the match of that game because most of the issues that happened in that game came from his wing. He didn't just have to run at Cucurella. He's very intelligent. He does the simple things. In fact, he makes the right decisions with flair, right?
And with
If
class.
with class, just like the time he received the ball, he did a simple flick, right? Because
Yeah.
Cucurella came to him, he did a flick, took his man out of the equation.
And Cucurella just froze. He didn't just know what to do. He froze.
Because that's if it's just Cucurella is very good at joking, right? Defending side to side.
He's a very
So
good defender.
he didn't rush. Mikel Luce plays at his own pace. He does everything at his own time. He slows down, watches the defender. It's as if you can tell he's like a kid having the
And
playground
sometimes
run.
at some point in the game, we could see Bayern Munich playing to Michael Olise's rhythm. If
Mm.
Olise wanted Ma- if Olise wanted Bayern Munich to go forward, they went forward. If he slowed down the tempo of the game, they slowed down. Because I could remember a point when Bayern Munich recovered the ball and they could have attacked, they could have run at Chelsea. But Olise saw, okay, we are outnumbered here, we don't have numbers. So he slowed down. He slowed down the game. He played it at his own tempo until his teammates were
Came
able to
from
move forward.
it's
And
very
they actually played as a team though. They
mm,
played very well as a team.
he's a very intelligent footballer. Very intelligent. You can tell by the way he plays, right? The funny thing is that yeah, every single thing that happened, because at a time I noticed like in the first half, right, Louisia's wing was somehow lacking. So every single thing that came from that forward was towards Olise's wing. Like if Bayern needed something to happen, they gave it to Olise. If they needed something to happen, that's where the own goal came from. The own goal could have easily been his assist.
Yeah, exactly. But another thing is, I think the Luis Diaz wing lacking is probably due to the Olise's wing being used more efficiently. You get, because Bayern knew, okay, this is where we are attacking through. This is where we have, like, we trust Olise to get these balls in. We trust him to make the proper decisions. So this is where we are going to attack through. You get, so Diaz wing was not used a lot, and Diaz had a bank average game, which we all know that Diaz on his day is a world class player.
Exactly. Luis Diaz on his day. That's why I said that today was a bad game for him. Because Luis Diaz on his day is a world class player, right? When Luis Diaz received the ball with Papovic on the wing, there's always a two-man. And arguably, but I thought that Luis Diaz wing would be used more when I saw Rich James in the midfield. And
Exactly.
Cucurella is like one of the best 1v1
Defenders in the
defenders.
game right
So
now.
for every single thing to come from Mikel Olise's wing, and still be effective shows you that yo, because I said this in my
It
shorts, right?
speaks volumes. It
Mikel
speaks
Olise
volumes.
is top five right wingers in the world right now.
And he's so underrated.
So
So
on
I mean, this brother needs to get some recognition. He needs some recognition. But well, some other player I feel in today's game was actually okay. He did well for some seasons now in Bayern Munich, 2 seasons in a row. He has come under real criticism and scrutiny. Dayo Upamecano, he had a real good game. He was solid, comfortable on the ball, which he has not been
a
for
lot
some
of
time
time.
now. Like he wasn't faced with pressure. We could see how they played out from the back. He was essential. He and Jonathan Tah, they were both essential to that.
And Kim Min Jae also. Kim Min Jae, there was one immaculate control and pass when he was being pressed by two Chelsea players that I didn't even know that Kim Min Jae could release the ball under such pressure. It's as if Bayern are playing with all midfielders. That's how it felt like. Stretch from Manuel Neuer, like every single Bayern player was so comfortable with the ball and so comfortable beating the press, and that's going to be a problem for most teams. Now,
And just to add, Kim Min Jae, after making the move to Bayern Munich, we
mm,
knew Kim Min Jae when he was in Napoli. He
mm,
was a fearsome defender.
yeah,
He was a fearsome defender. But after his move to Bayern Munich, the first season, he didn't really live up to expectations.
mm,
We are expecting more this season, and I feel like even though Vincent Company is a young manager, and I feel like he knows what he's doing. He's
mm,
getting this Bayern Munich team to play the best football they've played in years. The best football they've
absolutely.
played in years. He's giving these players, like he's making them have this self-confidence, this self-belief that we can do it, because it's not like these players are not quality, they are quality, but some of these players sometimes they lack in confidence, and when you are lacking in confidence, man, it can really mess with your head, it can really mess with your mentality.
Which is really, I just really want to comment me because he has done a bang up job, a really, really amazing job. Now, Harry Kane, the man of the match. Absolutely incredible performance from Harry Kane, the most consistent striker for me that is still playing over a decade. So doing it, like you would not like there was a time that when Harry Kane was on top and he scored nothing less than 20 goals for how many seasons? Scored 40 goals GA and already this season has 13 goal contributions already. He won the penalty, right? He received the ball, protected the ball, made a move, won the penalty, and buried it.
I mean, we saw that scene when he got the penalty. Immediately, Harry Kane received that ball and he was on the turn. Immediately, I saw that defender on him and Harry Kane took the fall. I knew it was a penalty straight up. I knew that was a penalty, and we all saw that. And I was like, "There's no point going to the VAR." He received the ball on the turn,
Hmm.
shielded the ball from the defender, and we all saw the defender who came to make the tackle was unable to get to the ball
Well,
because Kane shielded it. Like, it's pure football intelligence. These are the simple things, but these simple things can be hard sometimes.
yeah, very, very hard sometimes. And he's a striker. Even like the second goal, like how quick, because they lost the ball, right? It wasn't a pass. They were not in position of the ball. They lost the ball. It was a deflection. How quick Harry Kane was to
He
just,
to read and get onto the loose ball,
yeah,
and he's not the quickest of players. We all know that.
it's just that his finishing is impeccable. And it's not just about his two
And I
goals.
don't know how that ball went past the defender who was trying to make the block.
I
Did it
swear,
go under the defender's leg? Because I saw the player right in front of Harry Kane. But next thing I saw the ball in the back of the net. I wondered, his finishing is top notch.
one of the best finishers in the game that we have right now. And it's not just about him getting the goals, because if you didn't watch the match, you feel like, okay, Harry Kane, striker, two goals, amazing, right? But it's not just that, right? Harry Kane was pivotal for every single part of that Bayern Munich's win. If it's the build-up play, he was involved. He acted as a deep line playmaker. He acted as a striker. He acted as a transition player. He was everywhere on the pitch. He will go back to receive the balls from the centre backs, pass the ball to to Lima or any Pavlovic or any of the midfielders, but still respond to the striking role. And he played full 90 minutes. Oh, okay, he was taken off for Nicholas Jackson, but that's
And
incredible.
he just reminds me of Karim Benzema. You remember Karim Benzema's Ballon d'Or year? Like the way Kane played in today's game, he made his team thick. He gave his team numbers in every position of the field. You know, when you have your striker coming down to receive the ball,
Hmm.
giving you numbers, able to play out, beat the press. He's not the quickest of players, but still able to move back during the run of play, get back to the box when you are attacking, giving you numbers in every angle of the pitch. These are little details that help Bayern Munich outnumber, outclass and outplay Chelsea
In
today.
every single department. Shout outs to Laima, Ginabi stepping up. Musiala is not around,
And
to help in the team.
Joshua Kimmich, bro.
He was incapable. His switching of play, his control. He gave that Bayern Munich's midfield so much control. Pavlovic, the entire team. Just beautiful, beautiful
And we
kind of
all know
football.
Jamal Musiala is out injured and he's still yet to come back into this team.
That just makes you feel like how much scary this Bayern team can
Yeah,
get.
how much scarier they can get.
Because Alfonso Davis is still not here.
He's injured
He's
and we
injured
know his
too.
quality. So speaking of the quality that is yet to come into the team, and they still had this great performance against world champions Chelsea, against the club world champions, you get.
Hmm.
So, but I feel like Chelsea they did their best, but it wasn't to be,
Chelsea really needs to address some of their issues. Now let's go over to Chelsea. Chelsea needs to address some issues, right?
especially.
They Enzo Maresca plays a brand of football that he likes playing out from the back, but his defenders can't really handle press, and he should really that
Like
defender.
his centre backs are not ball playing centre backs, and when they are pressed, they can't handle the press. So Chelsea can't play out of, like when they are being pressed, they can't play
Play
out
out
of
of
the back. So we could see Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich knew this and they pressed Chelsea. And I feel like Bayern Munich have just exposed this to other teams. The centre backs,
mm,
I don't think they're like quality.
the centre backs.
Yeah, they have Chaloba and who is the second centre back. I don't really know who he is, but
Tosin.
Tosin. I don't think they are that much of quality to be Chelsea's starting centre back.
Cornwell is
Out
injured,
injured, and they should have gone into the transfer market
and the
to get a
the
centre
the
back
centre
at
back that they
least.
signed from Ajax hasn't started. What's his name? Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I don't know why he hasn't started yet. So Chelsea didn't do much in that department in the
Yeah,
transfer
and
window.
they are short in that department, and they need to do something about that. This is the Champions League. You get punished for that.
So also the midfield, right? The midfield of Bayern Munich and the fluidity of Bayern Munich's play made Caicedo's best qualities non-existent. Because Caicedo's best quality is disrupting
Yeah, the
the ball
play
play.
exactly,
But the ball
making
play of Bayern
tackles and
Munich was too
interceptions.
fluid. There was nothing. He couldn't get to any player to disrupt anything. That's either to commend Bayern Munich or Chelsea needs more help in that department.
No, I feel like it's totally down to Bayern Munich's brilliance and dominance.
Yes, Bayern Munich's brilliance and dominance, but Chelsea, world champions, right? They want to compete.
Yeah, they need to do better. They need to do better for real.
But it happens. Every
But
day should
shout
not
out
be
to
your day.
Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, he got the goal, and Cole Palmer in the first half was one of the few bright lights for Chelsea. He was really causing these Bayern Munich defenders some problems because of his movement off the ball. He was really getting into position, able to receive the ball in dangerous position. And João Pedro, on the other hand, man, João Pedro is class, is class. This brother is going to be a real problem in future. He is able to somehow, even in these big games, link up with his players, with his teammates, able to run into like dangerous pockets of spaces, even though his teammates are unable to find him. But you can see the quality in how he plays. And Reece James was very essential playing in the midfield. I feel like Reece James is a real good right back. Just his injuries has really made him really shaky these few years. He hasn't really had much of game time. But in the midfield, I mean, the way he was playing, I was really impressed.
Yeah, Rich James is really good with the ball, and we could tell like it's one of his best qualities is going forward as well as him being solid defensively. So him being at the midfield just worked out perfectly well because you know, he could really deliver a ball. He's passing top tier. He's defending in that midfield. Because I was like at the point in time because I didn't see the lineup. I was like, why is Rich James in the left center mid area most of the time? Because in my mind I thought that Rich James was playing midfield, but
He
he
was
did.
playing right back, sorry.
So I was playing right back. He did a really good job. He did a really good job. Cole Palmer class, right? Even if like the Bayern players didn't really give him a shove in the midfield, right? It just takes a split second for a player of quality to produce. And he
Yeah.
did a job. And Cole Palmer scored in the last game too. So he's getting back to his form. That was just an amazing game. Today wasn't Chelsea's game day today. The next day might be their day.
That's what happens in the Champions League.
And that's what
Welcome
happens in
back.
and that's what happens in football, right? So that was an amazing game, amazing brand of football. 3-1, Bayern Munich starting off this Champions League captain campaign on a good note. What a game, right? Like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel. Turn on your notifications so that you will get notified when we drop our future videos. And see you in the next one. Peace.